Okay, hello and welcome to Terminator Genesis, where I'm going to be doing this on my variety live streaming on Friday at 8 PM GMT, and it's going to be on twitch.tv/Indelacio.co.uk. But
on August 29th, 1997, Skynet, a computer system built to protect us, became self-aware.
The Skynet is self-aware.
It viewed humanity as a threat to its existence and decided to act. Judgment Day, as we eventually called it, marked the beginning of the war against the machines. Skynet attacks happened almost daily, but the attack that happened on that day was like nothing we'd seen before.
Like, which date was that one? Like, I know there's multiple Skynet start dates. Which law are we on? Which law strain are we on? Are we on the current one, or like the previous one, or the initial one, or the pre-initial one?
Where are the others? Where's the rest of the resistance?
Because there is a pre-initial one that hasn't been established.
Ah! No! No!
Well, you'd think his laser shots would have gone through him. But yeah, like I was saying, I wanted to do the first video as a recording for YouTube because, you know, if it's recording better quality than I can make the stream.
What?
So I wanted the first video to be top quality. And then we'll stream on variety live streams this Friday, which will be conveniently like after this video ends. So if you want to head over to that after, you can go to there. Okay. So, request added. Escape Pasadena. Okay. Is Pasadena where Bill and Tez are from? Completely different film, I know. But yeah, the pre-initial timeline is because before the Terminators were ever sent back in time to, you know, essentially establish the timeline that they all know, because the Terminator chip from the initial movie creates the source of the Terminator 2 sideline. But Steve's crouch, awesome. It's not fucking control. It's a shame shift run. Is there how to toggle? That toggle's fine. I don't have to keep my finger in an awkward, painful position. Game developers are learning. But yeah, the Terminators were created before that ever existed, so there was always a timeline still to be established that wasn't the initial Skynet that they sort of, you know, presume it was. Okay, so we can sort of do a slide, I think. So there was always a pre-birth to that has to be established and wiped out, which they never did, which is why Skynet still always essentially happens. So, you know, they had to find that source of the initial Skynet and not the secondary one.
It doesn't matter.
I can't get through that.
Find a way to get out of there.
Okay. Well, not the secondary one, which is F. Okay. Or middle mouse button. But yeah, they never found that in the whole timeline of the movies. So, you know, the fact that they never stopped that they should have known that there was always going to be a creation of Terminators. So they could have essentially stopped it.
You don't have 5 minutes, they're coming.
But because they didn't, then interesting. Then the Terminators always happens. Nothing hidden up there. I wonder if there's anything behind the door. You know, just before I close it. Don't know why I'm closing it, but you know, just close these doors behind us in case some Terminators decide to start chasing us. But yeah, they would have to have figured that out and stopped those Terminators that were existing before the ones based off the chip that they found.
Don't let it see you.
Okay, so there's a airport. HK aerial. Obviously they've got the names of the famous Terminator things, but yeah, this is a thing. And you know, after Terminator 2, everyone wanted a future Terminator film with the wars, and then eventually it happens, you know, after Terminator 3,
I left something ahead for you.
and made by different developers, directors, and you know, in a different sort of style. And then that gave birth to, again, the new one where they went back in time. Well, it's the pre-new one. And you know, the first Skynet got established with the Terminator timeline changing again because, you know, they changed the plot of the first one and completely broke the walls and the barriers of, you know, established timelines. So then it starts off a new war. Okay, ultravision goggles enable you to see enemies through walls in limited radius. Press V now to activate the ultravision goggles.
Stop. There are T-800s patrolling the front of the building.
And then, you know, obviously that's led to the latest movie, which I don't know if it's out at the cinemas yet, but I want to go see it. I haven't seen it. T-800s, okay. T-800s. T-800s. And again, he's the T-101, but he's a different model under his skin. So when he's got the skin on, he's the T-101, but his exoskeleton underneath the skin is a different model. So, you know, weird lore how the Terminators work. You know, without the skin they're one model, but with the skin he's that. But once he loses the skin, he's a different model. And a lot of people get the model wrong. And then the Liquid Terminator is the T-1001. I know way too much. I'm sad. I owned video games and it was in the manuals and I read them. Unlike most people! So, you know, back in the day of manuals, when they had information. I don't really need this. I turn my camera up so that I can see. Because I'm smart! And I hate fucking, you know, not being able to see the videos on YouTube. You have to do it for YouTube, but, you know, having the benefit of being able to see myself as well is ancillary and great. I had the feeling like I get the feeling I'm not going to be stopped from walking off and chasing these Terminators, but, you know, what could go wrong? I'm guessing there's going to be a wall. Yeah, the flames. But, you know, no secrets for me. Oh. I kind of wanted to go explore. I like exploring, but not to ridiculous extents. You know, I will look for some additional things. Detection indicator, okay. Visual and auditory electron turns red when enemies nearby are aware of the
Spider scouts ahead. Keep that gun ready. Or sneak past them if you don't want to engage.
Escape past the still our mission. But yeah, I mean, you know, there's a lot of stuff that I've been going on about. Let's just play the game at this point. But, you know, they have changed, and like the TV series as well has its own particular lore. Okay, kill or avoid the spider scouts. Why did you get rid of... Oh, I see. I see. Why can't we detect them in the visual? You know, we can't... Oh, now you give me a reading. Okay. Have some weapon unknown. Are they fighting each other? No, they're eating a corpse, I guess. Even though that's not what Terminators do. I guess Spider Scouts must be something new in the new laws, because I don't remember them in any of the movies. Maybe it's in the latest movie. I know there's like a new, different version of the Liquids. He's not entirely Liquid. He's got a separate Terminator. I know I say he, but it's a female for at least part of the trailer. Internal core that's a different Terminator that's essentially a exoskeleton, but it's got the liquid core. It doesn't make sense, you know, unless it's, you know, things have been changed and the original liquid Terminators no longer exists, in which case, you know, if they've been wiped from the lore and the timeline, fair enough, because of messing with history. But, you know, it's not exactly an upgrade when there's a solid core that can... Where are we going? Okay. My checkpoint not appearing on that is a bit dodgy. Okay, hi. You've got a little taser. Okay, so I'll take all its shit. It just started detecting me, charged at me. Yeah, well, I mean, we gained some extra stuff out of it, so I'm not going to complain. Oh, hi. Sorry, that's not what I meant to do. I better check to see, yeah, there's Now I can aim through it. That's weird. Okay. Is that like a thing that's saying, you know, they're warning other units? I mean, you're not hard to take. Also, you look a bit like a skeleton. But yeah, I mean, if I'm already aiming, or I just glitched it somehow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how I glitched it to aim through the sight, but you know.
What's there?
Do you get more experience for sneaking
Hello?
past them? Do you think? Obviously, these ones, you know, if we hadn't have aggravated them, we could have easily. It also didn't highlight the ammo. I would have expected it to highlight like things that we could collect there, which is why I was keeping it on for searching. Okay, so we're in this garage. Weird circles on the walls. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick loot. Salutes. Nothing. Okay, let's go. I won this from Green Man Gaming, so you know I got it free from them. There will be links in the description. So you know, that's also another reason why I'm doing it. You know, it's content because it's not just a normal competition. It was a content creator one, so you know, it's to have content put out there.
You don't, but we can't stay here.
Hello,
Who's there?
with the child. Could the child be a Terminator?
Thank God. You're from the Resistance. See, Patrick? He's going to help us. No,
I have the feeling
they're
there are
going
going to be
get
child
us.
Terminators.
You need to help me. My little brother, he just won't listen.
I'm not going. Leave me alone. I said leave me alone.
There's a talk option there. Okay. Your choices matter. I will protect you, or I feel like Quick Crying Kid is going to work on this kid, but
I know you're scared, but
You'll
staying
appreciate
here is
that.
not an option. I'll protect you and your sister, okay?
I'm
Okay.
lying to you. You'll probably die.
I'm Jennifer, by the way.
I've heard there's an evacuation point near here.
Yeah, I know. My people are organizing it. We're heading there right now. I'll take us there. Come on, let's go.
AI companions that we have to escort.
Where's the rest of the
notoriously-
Resistance?
I don't know. I came here looking for them
I'm
myself.
sitting on Resident Evil stuff,
So it's just you then?
where they kill themselves. But you know, you don't have any good loot for me in here, huh? Nothing in the back of the truck either. Okay, well. At least it announced its presence very loudly. I'd love this to say if there's any, loots, to highlight the loots, I guess. But
This way.
the Terminators aren't
Pasadena
exactly
was
going to be
safe.
necessarily
It was.
superheated either.
Until all the soldiers were pulled out from the area.
So they wouldn't necessarily give off a heat glow either. Also, she doesn't either really. So.
Through here.
Okay, I thought you had a hole back then. I thought you were like, no, come through this hole.
Terminators!
Get down! Get down!
What's going on?
Okay, some standard terms. The model that everyone thinks Arnie is. But okay, they're blinds. Can I get one of their guns? Why is he obsessed with pushing down on that truck? And also, how can he not see our fucking head popping over? This is ridiculous. We gave ourselves away too much. I didn't get to move or control that.
They're gone.
Like, I know the camera wants a close look, but my god, if that's where my head is. God. Hi, Terminators! Oh, you set fire to our hole on the way. Okay, well, I mean, that's a clever way of preventing me going backwards.
Aaron said these
I wanted
attacks
one of their
happen more
guns.
often as the line gets closer.
I would have taken
It's
the one
Erin.
for their guns.
Has she seen the annihilation line?
Seen
Okay,
it.
invisible walls,
She's
but
been
we
on the
can't
other
break
side
them.
of it.
Can't break the gate.
Tried to warn us, but
Fire's blocked progress ever. I could probably run through it, but it's probably got an invisible wall as well. Right?
we're here.
Fire. Another fire.
Outrageous for you to finally join us.
So I'm guessing there's not going to be a lot off the beaten track that we can go.
He's
Yeah.
not coming.
God damn it. Tell Ryan that we need to leave now.
Did you do that without moving your lips? Colin.
go. Just let me finish.
Am I a Terminator? How do I know his name?
God, you two.
Identification. Colin. Friendly. I feel like I might be a Terminator. Okay, it locks. I mean, we've got night vision mode as well, for one. But yeah, I feel like I could be a Terminator here. Nothing on the shelves for me in this decent off the rate shop. Okay. Disappointed. Disappointed you will be terminated. Hello. Ryan. I somehow know your name.
Oh, you're from the Resistance. Thank you for making sure that Jennifer and Patrick got here safe.
Are you the guy I spoke to on the radio?
Nah, I don't think so. I haven't been able to reach anybody for a while now, but listen, I know that Colin wants us to go, but I don't know how I feel about leaving anyone behind. Jennifer just got here, and you said yourself that you heard someone on the radio. There could be other people out there.
I heard the voices in my
Don't you
head.
think somebody should go and look for them? I mean, you're from the Resistance. It's your call.
Nah, I don't want to go looking for them.
I'll search for other survivors.
Cause the
Good,
more
I'll
people we
get the
got, the
bus
better.
Before
With the
you
last
go,
vestiges
talk
of
to
humanity,
Erin. She
we have
might
to
be
save
able
each
get you
other.
a med kit. Oh, and take this. You'll probably need it.
Unless I'm a Terminator. In which case... Okay. It won't let me aim at you for long. But if I'm still holding down aim, but if... It's a bit slow reacting. I feel like I could shoot him very easily. And, okay, it doesn't stop me shooting her from this distance. I'm not going to test it there. Where am I going? Find these survivors, okay.
Chasing ghosts? That's what we do now? Fucking hero.
Of course. I'm clearly the hero of the game, and now you've opened up the fire areas, I guess. But we gotta save everyone. Right. Okay. Spider scout with nothing. I should get used to just double clicking, like, to take everything. Okay, so. Armored spider, really? That's what it's called. Oh, hi. You nearly snuck up on me. You didn't show up on my sensor before, did you? I mean, we've got to take down the armored spider from a distance, don't we? Okay. Quick scout. In we come. Anyone in here? There's got to be, right? Hi.
Anyone there?
Just some shoes.
No one's here.
You say that. We got some resources. Plus, we haven't finished scouting yet. There could be people or a Terminator quite easily. You counted it out too early, unless you've got some sort of internal scanner, which you know, scan the entire building. Nobody here. Move along. This is a separate room, isn't it? Okay. Anyone here? Hello. Resources. Cop car. And a truck together, it's a Terminator 2 reference. I guess. Because of... Oh, hi. I saw someone over there. I saw it there. Just casually dining at the table, weren't you, my Terminator friends?
Is anyone here?
Clearly in the last location we're going to go. I mean, again, you know, he counted this building out a bit too quick. We haven't fully explored it yet. There's a fair bit of this place that I haven't explored. That I'm going to go look around. Because again, you know, resources and things. That's the other reason to do it, I guess, is, you know, resources. I'm stocking up, but speedrunners would clearly just want to skip it. I'm not about that. Okay, broken toilet, nothing in here. Okay, some more resources. Is that common in America that there are med packs in the toilets? I'd rather find one in the kitchen, honestly. You know, that's where we keep them in the UK. What was that? It was an unusual noise. In we go. You're not letting me in the bus? Okay. It's just somewhat creaking, right? Scan everything. I mean, I know it probably wants you to use that a lot, but I'm probably going to guess it's not necessarily going to be that useful other than particular plot instances. I'm guessing. Okay. Also, clearly no one in here.
Anyone in here?
Who's there?
Oh. Maybe they're just always in the last location. You are! Hi.
I've come to get you. There's an evacuation point not far
You're a
from
boy or a girl?
You need to get there
I can't
fast.
No, I'm not leaving. Have you seen what's out there? That giant spider is going to
I
get
killed
us.
the big
You
spiders.
have to destroy it.
I already took care of it. It's safe now.
Oh, thank God. Thank you.
You just gonna open it for me. Okay.
I don't see anyone else. I'm heading your way.
Sorry. I knew you'd have some sort of loot in here. Why wouldn't you take the loot with you, girl? Come on. Also, you're left without me. You'd think... This wasn't closed and boarded off a moment ago. Okay, boss battle. You'd think she'd wait and come with us, but... You know, clearly we're being railroaded into some sort of specific battle. Or not. I could be mistaken. Sorry about that. Perhaps upstairs I'll have to open the windows in the freezing cold. Sets me off. Okay. So, I'm just going to go round the building routes, you know, like... Did I just see something? I did. How did I miss that? That's the other advantage of, you know, going around these areas. We get to, you know, one last look for loot that we might have missed. Was that my footsteps? Sounded rather Terminator-y footsteps to me. Like very, very loud clonking. But it could have been me. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Back to the evacuation points. Tutorialization complete. Mission complete. Terminated. More survivors? We found some more.
Come on, let's clear the path.
Hi. It's a shame I can't fast switch to some other way.
Reminds me of a good old duck hunt in the swamp.
More of them coming.
Because, you know, to quickly have finished off. Hate to heal. Just smack it. Hate to heal, I guess. I don't really need to. Or did I? Oh, hi.
This one's for you, Pop.
Okay, let's pay attention to our house. Because it might be a thing. might be a thing. Oh, come on, I want to...
Jennifer, what's the holdup?
Tin cans coming!
Jennifer!
I wanted to loot all those things.
Get in!
Go, go, go!
We're not going to get to loot them all. I mean, it's probably
Hold
just
on, we're
generic
getting out of
basic
here.
trash, but at the same time, I kind of want all the stuff that we can get. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. You know, Terminator theme tune. The Annihilation Line! It's the line that separates the living from the dead, composed of an army of Terminators, the ultimate killing machines that keeps advancing to purpose the total extinction of mankind. You can use a backpack to carry more items. Okay, skills. I guess we need to level up skills and things. We're driving way away from the front line, so this is like
We need to stop soon.
more of a
Okay, we'll
human
do that.
life.
I don't think we've been properly
Where's the other person
introduced.
that I saved?
I'm Ryan. That over there is Erin. She's the doctor of the group. Jennifer's a scavenger, and Colin, well, you can ask him yourself what he thinks he does.
I'm Jacob. I'm
Who's
a
the other
private
person that
for
I
the
saved?
Pacific Division.
Pacific? You're a long way from home.
Pacific Division.
What you doing down here?
My entire division was wiped out. I'm trying to get in touch with the South Division. Got a
Conveniently
message for Commander Barron.
wiped
So
out.
it's true? The Annihilation Line's coming?
No
It
one
wasn't the
could
Annihilation
say
Line.
who I
It
am.
was something else.
It was
Then
me,
what was it?
To be honest, I'm not sure myself.
the
God
Terminator
damn it!
within.
That's as far as this
I'm
piece
calling
of
it
shit
now,
goes.
like it stinks that I'm a fucking
Let's get off the
Terminator that
road.
doesn't know it
Pull
yet,
up
and he's
over
gonna
there.
turn at the last minute and kill the leader of the resistance, John Connor. It stinks that
We
we're
got
a
some time on 'em,
Terminator
so let's not
waiting
lose
to be
our
triggered.
heads.
I'll be on the fucking lookout for tin cans.
Aaron, you do what you think is best for Mark. I'll see what I can do about the bus. Jacob, it might take a while, so can you look inside and see if it's safe to stay?
Sure.
Jennifer, would you help me?
Sure.
turns like a robot. I know that's just like unavoidable because it's like the cutscene, but hey, let me on the bus. Let. Ba-dum. I told you. Told you it was coming. Okay, so new quests. How do we how do I set my skill point? You have a new skill point, and okay. It's probably not the skill button, but it'll at least take me there. Resident Evil style inventory. So I've got machine gun and pistol skills. Okay, well, I mean weapons, clearly. Inflict 25% more damage using standard weapons, or we can, visual detection decreased by 10%. Or we've got silence, which is lockpicking, open easy locks, which should be probably what we should do. Additional roam backpack not necessary. Damage reduction, 10% more experience. Well, okay, that's going to be our first thing. Gain more experience. Definitely level 6 required. Okay, our second thing would be lockpicking when we get the skills, because get the early loot boxes clearly is the way to go, and then from there we move along. Okay, but that is going to be it for today. So thanks for watching. Join us again tomorrow. Goodbye on the variety live streams over on twitch.tv/Indelacio.co.uk. We're going live now. Bye bye.